What's up, everybody? This how you trying to hear? Okay, today's video, what we're gonna be talking about? We're gonna talk about a few things I gotta talk about, which we have the K. Well, we know the Casey Cup thing is updated, but more importantly, we're gonna talk about the ban list. So the ban list, what we do know is nothing. It's not nothing that they changing because they trying to do a whole lot of things with these decks. They trying to figure out how would it change. So I don't really think it, but in my opinion, when I was going against in the KC Cup, I did have problems with it, but I didn't. So mostly right here, we have some cards that's So the orchard, the orchid course crust is not really doing as much as it is. It doesn't have that much work that can go along with it at the moment. And then the Predator Plant, Draco, thing I can't say the name, but this event, this card is definitely to do a good useful thing. The guard sign was limited to, which was a level up word card, so this is not doing as much. It's not because me going against my personal thing. Whenever I go against Egyptian God card and I use the resident, I'm able to lock it down. Just to be honest, so more importantly is that this card is just like not only it could be used to defend your life points because it could gain attack points equal to the monster that is battling. The defense point be the same as the attack points. The good thing, man control could be useful for other things too. So yeah, that's a good card to keep off. I don't really think that card should be limited. This card was because there was another card that could also was a continuous drop card that could control a monster. So that was something that was keeping out of it. But this card was definitely banishing monsters that you could use. Some people was using it to attack with the monster. So that's the main reason. The Silent Grade recurrence is not. I don't really like. At first, when this was limited, I was like, this shouldn't even be on there. Actually, it wasn't because it's a lot of options you could do. Then we have Fanvale Counter. So this is basically a card that's used in Lethal's deck. So it's not doing as much. So it's on this was limited one. This stayed limited one until the first 2 years. Then it stopped. Will stop just until now. So these changes gonna start on the 4th, based on the 4th when Noah's event starts. So we had some skill changes, which is we have the Ring of Shadows. So this is they doing this with the Never thing. This I don't really think that's even the problem. I don't really see that because the mainly thing is that just say if they could eliminate restriction from when you activate any shadow monsters once per like duel like tell your opponent's next turn like that. These two cards I don't really see Anna going against anyways. So that's not. So the only difference with the speed theater's open skill. This is just like a card that now it restricts the first skill, the second effective skill exactly shuffles a card back instead of adding another card to your hand. So this could actually prevent the Dark Lords from being summoned too. So the point is that they go first. This literally means that they have to still shuffle a card so that I could put them in a bad position. So more likely they'll have to wait. They have to do like a second turn thing for them to do it. So they have to still shuffle other ways. Now, the only way this could work if you could draw a card, basically. So you have to. That's why I know it was some other cards in the data thing and the links that they did show. It was some of the more brand stuff coming, I guess. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, that just stopped the dark lords, not the deck itself. So all the offered skills that require to draw is not once per turn restrictions, of twice per turn. So everything else is cool. So the elemental order, missile, space tune, and the dark bone skill is now a longer. Now it's no longer have a building restriction. Now you could require a reveal rather than a shuffle back. So more likely you don't have to shuffle a card back, you just have to reveal the card missiles space tattoo in your hand, book them on your hand to draw a card. So that's all they did. The first skill hasn't changed. The first effect of the skill hasn't changed. The second one, what it does is just reveals missile space platform and then draw one card. So that's pretty much better. And then Pokemon is just the same, basically the same. Okay, reveal one Pokemon from your hand on top of the bottom on the bottom of your deck, then draw a card. Okay, this looks a bit different. Okay, this skill, I don't know. This skill is not as good as it seems. What they could do is that, what if they could have made this skill a little bit more better if they had breaker with more like the counters on it. That could probably be a better thing. But yeah, the only difference with this is that your opponent they took out the thing where your opponent has to control a monster, because most of the time your opponent doesn't control a monster. Depending on these decks, you have to remember is that with these decks they use face down cards to special summon their monsters. That's what they do. That's definitely what the Shadow deck does too. So all these other decks is there's not no change. I don't really know this ain't no change. The only difference they did for the Shadow deck just restrict Nebula, the Prime Being, and Ice Dragon's Prison. So that's not, it's not a big change. It's not, because they trying to, I don't know what they doing. It's a box coming out and they trying to, what they trying to do, they trying to see if it's gonna be some kind of change. That's what I just think. I don't really think they trying to do anything that's better. All right, so it ain't no other residual cards that's limited either. So I thought some of them will be, but they wasn't as a threat. I didn't see them until, I mean, at the beginning of the Tiger event. I did see. I mean, when the box was coming out, they did have it. So the Galacta Fusion Draw, it's a once per dual thing. So you got to be careful along with that. I just say that it's a lot of cards that let you draw a card. I don't really think you need this kind of thing, because Yugioh's skill, all it does is just, you could draw the two cards, then you just send cards to your graveyard. Like, the only way Yugioh's skill could be good if we have a fusion card that could fuse some monsters in the graveyard they use in the anime, but they don't have that memorized. Now the thing is that what's crazy is that we could get some kind of thing with anime cards that we could get that is not in the game that probably could fix something like that. But I don't know. But otherwise, so the joint tech speed Scampi is now twice per turn. So this is not used most of the time. But yeah, so that's all for that. Yeah, that could probably make it more better. Then we have the Cyber Dragon Seal. So the one thing is that this was a once per duel thing, but it's not. For each card, it was once per duel, but it's not. So it's not like, no, it's no longer has each one card per duel. So that means you can use that as many times you want, which is a good thing to use with other decks that we have. So this skill thing effect is gonna go live until the October the 16th through the 20th. So we do know is that the no event does start in the early development. I'm pretty sure it does because the linker did say something about the skills and stuff coming right in along with the other characters because it's supposed to be some kind of trailer that's supposed to be coming out. But that's also will it do anything to the galaxy? I don't really think it is. It's not because you could really just add like secret order and just have 3 copies of the ship, the extra explorer. So yeah, that's not really going to do anything. That's why I just said that for me, I don't really think that's a big change. So we do have one more thing we gotta do. So we do gotta first look how darts is gonna look. How he looks right here, and we getting the skill for Yugi and Kaiba. Then it's a new thing, a new item process called the animated thing. So one of the things is that none of these cards cannot be used in as an anime thing because I think it's for certain skills. So the Destiny Draw skill that becomes the Ultimate Dragon skill, so it is a skill that you could be able to use. Yeah, that skill's kind of way too much though. So do you think down the line this skill will be multiplied? I think yeah, it would be because it is some support that I am gonna show you that the linker did say we was gonna get. So yeah. So we get a Chronicle card of the Dragon Master Knight. Of course, it has a summon animation, and then Fight at the Dragon is also there for the rush duel, and then it's a different art. Yeah, because they have a different summoning art for it. So these we get the dream tickets, we get the character skills. So I know most people was asking, do we still get these? We still do. I don't know if it'll work for Merrick. It should work for the other characters that are below that, but I don't know if it works for Merrick though. I'm not exactly sure. Then we get the another skill tip, and then the chronicle item, then 1,000 gems. So that these the cards we get to the game. So the one thing is that people asking like when is like if Darcy's gonna come. I'm like they have to show the trailer. That's why I said that this thing is a little bit confusing because they didn't show us no trailer. They just showing us screenshots of the stuff that's exactly coming to, such as the football event where we had the battle of Ray Battle as a soccer ball to get gems, so you get more gems as that too. Because if it's a main boss, I'm probably gonna have to just wait. So that's the way. So that's pretty much it. But yeah, this is like for darts, we're not gonna be getting. So if we gonna get Rebecca and Serene like that, we gonna probably get like 2 characters too when darts comes out. I just say darts will be coming out pretty much next year. Depending on what they tell us, they give us a trailer, tell us like how the way things what characters gonna be unlocked. Because I think it's mostly gonna be from Nova, or they gonna give us more information on this. All right, so the one last thing that we want to go towards is that we got these type of cards right here. So these are the cards that they say. So they say that no, these collection cards is from last month, and then this month changes that are highly likely to be released. So more likely they got the sword, soul, and the ice jade. So now one thing for sure, what we do know is that these type of decks like the sword, soul, and the ice jade, and they could compete with those type of decks, the shadow dog and the sweeper deck. Because they can negate a lot, so they can banish a lot of stuff too. Just to let you know that too. Because one of the things is that with the spell cards, just like with the field spell, that other sacred sword thing is going ban it. So more likely, I have to go. I have to go to my other page. Yeah, let me go to the other page. I'm trying to go past all this. Alright, so as you can see, I have most of the cards that is. I don't think I posted it the other side. I think I forgot. Yeah, oh, here it is. Right. So this is a card that Odeon was gonna have. Like I was right about this. So I was trying to see. Then you can negate a face up card. Face up card. So this card could definitely do a lot of damage. So depending on this, if this card is an SR, I think this card would be an SR card. I think because in main boss, I think in main bosses you get it's 2 SRs in each copy, and mini bosses is 1. So you have to run the box again to get a second one. So that this is something that you be able looking forward to get, and then this is another one of the cards that's going to be up there that's going to be useful too. I just see like one other thing I noticed is that the sequel, like I know Clearway Sequel Drive is going to be run in there too, but yeah, we won't see how the way that goes. Yeah, because I actually feel like this deck is kind of like a TR1 deck without those, because in Master Duel they was up there, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna be up there in Duel Links. So these are the cards that's gonna be released, the ones I'm showing, and this one too. This one is gonna be a UR card. We definitely know that. This one's way too powerful. This one could protect all your blue ass cards. So more likely, this is safe literally from the nuke field thing for the blue for the from the Dark Lord thing. And this card could be used to control to attack me or not. Just because they attack other monsters, they keep attacking the other monster too. This one is a bit. This is like a negate thing. It can negate a monster, a spell, and the trap card once per turn for each monster, which each card type. So more likely, it could do a whole lot of stuff. But I know we already know it can't negate power superpowerization, so we know that. This is not going to be a card that's going to be in there. This one's going to be run at least 3 of these, and this card could definitely be good too. I wish we had the other cards, but we're not going to get most of them anyways. Alright, I'm trying to show the other one. Yeah, see, this here they go. Okay, damn, I have to start this. Alright, so we had this. So this card could definitely do a lot of damage too, where it could be able. So whenever you could set the internal soul directly from your deck. So if you normally summon special summon one, you can special summon another one of the Dark Magicians, or dark. If you summon Dark Magician or Dark Magician, you can summon either one of those. Doing the damage straight, and then it's the other Creepo card too. So yeah. So this card basically just adds a card, and this could does a lot of damage. I think what I'm gonna do is let me try it this way. Alright, let's go under. Alright. So let's see. And then the good thing is that we got this, so pretty much this would be good to run into the deck. That you can negate the activation of a card effect too. With this card too, so this would be good to run into it too. Alright, so let's see which other one. I'm trying to look for the other one. I was really hoping that we'll get something like this. This would be reasonable. I think we're gonna get this doing what darts comes. This card could definitely do a lot of stuff. So it could tribute one like a dark monster, then you could banish all your monster your opponent control. So if this card is destroyed by a battle card fake, that target one spell card in hand. So yeah, this card is definitely is a good one. Now, some telling me this card is probably in. I think it's some kind of structure that's coming. They still haven't announced that yet. In this type of card, so when your opponent, okay, so this card does add a Dark Magician or a non-ritual monster that significantly lists the card and then place it on the field. So when your opponent activates monster fate, you can return this card from your hand. If you do special summon one Dark Magician monster, if you do negate that activation. So yeah, this card will be definitely good to have on your field to negate stuff. And then this card is also good because during the main or battle phase, you took battle damage of your opponent's card effect this turn. You could quickly fast send this card from your hand to graveyard special summon Dark Magician card from your hand. If you face a spell caster on your field, destroy dark battle or card effect, you could add this card to your hand. So this card could definitely work in the good favor. Yes, because you're basically gonna be doing a lot of combos with this too, especially if you got that continual spell card on there. Yeah, magical circle. So that's big. I don't think they're gonna give us this card yet, so we still gotta wait on that. And this is another one. Okay, how these atoms. Okay, so we got magical salvation. So yeah, more likely you just summon another dark magician and a dark magician on the field. Just depending on if they either one's in the graveyard, you can just summon the other. So yeah, so that's pretty much that they have for the dark magician. Yeah, so it's not really that many. All right, the next thing is that we're gonna be looking up for blue eyes now. So more basically, I'm pretty sure confident we're gonna get this. Basically, they're gonna have this in some kind of structure deck or something. Okay, now one thing that they want to look at. Yeah, so people say we're not getting this because due to the links we are. So this card could this card could basically negate it, then you could destroy it. So you can only activate the effect of Dragon Master. Uh, that's the guy in response to each card type, monster, spell, or trap. See, this card definitely fixes everything. So if this card is if it leaves the field by any unnecessary thing, you could special summon one blue eyes monster or chaos or blackluster soldier ritual monster from your edge deck or graveyard. So like based on the skill, how the way the skill is, I'm pretty sure this is gonna be an easy way to summon this. So yeah, this card could definitely do a lot of damage. Yeah, it does because basically it can negate mostly three types of the card, anyways. And I was really hoping we was gonna get this. I'm like, why can't we not get this yet? And this card, what this card does is that it does protect all the other card effects for being destroyed. So you don't have to worry about your spell or trap cards being affected by it, or true light to be affected by any other thing or being destroyed. But it can't stop it from being banished though. So the easy way to summon this card is if a card on the field is destroyed and this card be special summoned. This card can't return cards on your opponent field to their hand, so I'm guessing that could be something good too. And Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon. So this card was actually in the live stream the other day on the 25th, I think. that is unaffected by a trap card or effect. So yeah, this could be pretty cool. So I was also trying to see if they had any other thing. Wait, let's see. So they don't have anything that exactly equips it, which is kind of another thing I think that they may, yeah, they may have it. We have to see. We don't exactly don't know what else is being added to the box. But yeah, that'd probably be the easy way. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be more easier for you to summon it. Yeah, it's because the skill we have. So that's pretty much it for that. So we got Ice J. So more particularly, we have like this card. So this type of deck is so okay. So example for this card, you can activate this effect. Face up monsters you control cannot be destroyed or banished or by your opponent's card effect. So more likely, what we do know is that the Ice J is a comp. It's gonna have a skill along with the required Soul Sword with it. Even though they're gonna have their skills, the Ice J gonna have their own one, and then the Sword Soul gonna have the Ice J that mix it in with it. Then if you activate this card effect in response to your opponent's card effect, your opponent has a card with that name in their field or graveyard, you can banish those cards. If a card is banished by your opponent's card effect while this card is in graveyard. So this card is not even in the whole card thing from last month. So I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed that we almost get all of these. But I know this is not in there. This one is. Oh, I don't think that one is. This one, this one, this one, this one, and the fail spell too. And this one, and this one. So yeah, so that's a bit. And this one is gonna be in the scale, so more likely you could add. They're gonna add two of these in the extra deck. Yeah, for the skill, the sword soul skill. They're gonna have add two of these, or they just gonna be changing it to one. So, and then the point is that we do get some of these other monsters that is. Let me just search it. So this card is required that it's coming too. So this gonna be coming also. All right, so we have one more. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. I don't know why this keep. All right, so we have last one we searching for this sword. So okay, so one of the thing is that what we do know is that uh, dang this keep. I hate when they do that. So yeah, what was I? Okay, I was looking for a social sword. So okay, all right. So this card is going to be definitely be able to summon these. This one. So I would just say I will invest it be two copies of this. Yeah. So most of these is already confirmed. Like this one is, this one, and this one, and this one. I think eventually this one will be. This one I know. This one. And then we have this and this. So like more likely you can use this card could definitely banish a whole lot of cards, like up to two of them. So that could be a good thing. Now, one thing for sure, when I did one thing that I did in Master Duel is that I did use this deck going against it. And what you have to do is that you have to banish the shout out cards because one of the things is that they more effective when they are destroyed and or flip up. So you have to make sure you ban them or something like bench. And this one is also confirmed, and also this. So this card. So whenever a card is negated, this card can be special summoned. And this is also in the Sword Soul skill. And then so whenever it's special summoners, it gains three of these effects. One of the three of these effects. So I don't know exactly how which one of these is going to work, depending on the circumstance you're in. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. So we got about 3 days or so. So they say Tuesday the 30th for 2:30. So it might go on another hour or so because of the maintenance. So that's pretty much it. So be sure to subscribe and drop a like. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully, you get some news on this. So, thanks for watching.